Wow, for the second time ever in this save, we are in the Carabao Cup semi-final. Hello, welcome to part 64 of the Hollywood Dream. And coming up in today's episode, we do have our Carabao Cup semi-final second leg against Liverpool and our Premier League fixture against Chelsea. So since the last episode, our form has been absolutely amazing. I mean, we have played a lot of games since 2-1-0 defeats against Arsenal and Liverpool. I mean, a lot of games, and we've won pretty much most of them, apart from a defeat against Leeds and a 1-1 draw against Tottenham. The FA Cup has started off pretty lively. We beat Wimbledon 5-0. Then we do face Hull City directly after the Liverpool game, which obviously I'm playing off camera. Then obviously Carabao Cup, if you haven't guessed already, has been going really well. Obviously, we beat Arsenal in the quarterfinal. Then we did beat Liverpool 3-2 in the first leg. 2 goals from Max Morris. Max Morris did play a part in the Liverpool own goal, so he's an absolute super sub. But the worst part is he is injured for this game. We are in the transfer window. We haven't done any transfers yet. We've just offered Josh Taylor a new contract, which is very, very good. Considering he is wanted by Chelsea, I'm grateful to have the opportunity to give him a new contract. So we are just over the halfway stages of the season. We are currently sit second, which is absolutely crazy because last season we were mid-table, but it works wonders what a great goalkeeper can do. But we are second, 1 point behind Man City, who we have actually already beaten this season. We narrowly beat them 2-1. I think we beat them. If I can by result, yeah, 2-1 we beat them. So if we could beat them again, that would put us top of the league. I think we're level on goal difference. That's how good we are. We just need to not lose as many games in the running of the season, but hopefully we can get another win against Liverpool and get into the Carabao Cup final for the first time of getting there, hopefully. Who fell at this hurdle a couple of years ago, we're going to make it this time. So the lineup to get us through to the final will be Poches in goal. Yes, he's only a 2.5-star rated goalkeeper now, but he is just absolutely phenomenal. Then we've got back four, Snell, Kimmage, Snape and McNeil, Rodrigo and Hunter in the midfield. Then we've got Sheehan on the right, Moretti on the left. Then we've got a strike force of Sadia and Bishop. We will just swap those two around. Bishop's a great advanced forward. Sadia, he hasn't actually been playing many games because Max Morris has been in that poacher role, but now that he's injured, Sadia might have a chance to break into the team once again. Sadia is going to be out for literally a week. I don't think Sadia is going to be doing enough to warrant a starting squad once again, because our strike force of Bishop and Max Morris has been absolutely phenomenal, and that's not a great start. Valber Fernandes puts the ball into the back of the net to make it 1-0 to Liverpool just inside 30 seconds on the clock, and they have already levelled the scoreline on aggregate 3-0 with still a lot of football to be played. I'm hoping. I want to win this game. I don't want to lose at the semi-finals because that is absolutely awful losing at this stage, especially when we won the first leg, because theoretically we're halfway there, but we're not now. Back to square one, back to 0-0, lads. Just carry on like it's 0-0. Get the goal up to put us in the lead. I mean, I'd rather it be 1-0 and 3-0 on aggregate than 3-0 on aggregate, which is, I guess, is always a positive, but we need to get at least one or at least 2 goals this first half. At the bare minimum, I expect a goal this first half, but at the moment, it's not going well. And Sheehan with a brilliant, I don't know if you could call it a goal line clearance, but it's certainly a goal line stop. It certainly stopped the ball from going into the back of the net. Rodrigo, another player who's been absolutely amazing for us. I brought him in as like a 2.5 star, 3-star player. He's now well and truly a 4-star player, which is absolutely brilliant. And only at 20 years old, Liverpool out 2-0 up. Feliz getting his second goal of the game. That Feliz fella, he's a good player. Who is he? Valber Feliz, 22-year-old Chilean left winger. They signed him for 4.7 million. He's now valued at over 100 million. That is just absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely, it's awful. That is. Come on, lads. We've got 15 minutes left to play of the first half. Obviously, 1 goal down on aggregate, which isn't great, but we are still in the first half, so we've got plenty of time left to go. Sheehan whips in, Moretti hits the Bowsy, hit the push from me. Poor Sheehan whipped it back in, but couldn't find Moretti once again. But 10 minutes left to play. I do think we will grab a goal, but having said that, and having been looking at the stats, we've only had 2 shots on goal. None of them have been on target. It's not the best stat to see when you're in the semi-final, when you're trailing by 2-0 and losing 3-3 on aggregate. So we best hope we get an equaliser, or a shot on target, in fact, because we can't score unless we have a shot on target. Moretti, I think he could. I was going to say it was a poor pass from Moretti, very bad cross, but it somehow found its way to Bishop, and we are back on level terms. Yeah, goal has been awarded. That was one of the weirdest goals I have ever seen. I mean, it went past 2 players. 2 Liverpool defenders failed to clear it. I don't know what I witnessed there. I really don't know what I just saw about that goal. It was just absolute. I totally thought Liverpool would have cleared it, but my mind's just been blown. We are now level on aggregate with a couple minutes left to play of the first half. Kone, is that the Kone that used to play for us? Maybe not a few years ago, but a long time ago. Come on, Sheehan, just please get the tackle in, please. Come on. Craig has got the ball, plays the ball to Pathetic. Now O'Donnell's at the back for Liverpool. Can we just keep the pressure on? Somebody gets stuck in. Now Gravenberch has got the ball, and now I was fearing that. Ryan Gravenberch with his 3rd goal of the season, and with a couple of minutes left to play, Liverpool have retaken the aggregate scoreline now 5-4, 3-1 on the night. That's not great, but at least we're only 1 goal behind. We were 1 goal up before the game started, but now we're 1 goal behind, which it's not great, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm sure we'll definitely grab a couple of goals this second half, at least just 1 goal to send it to extra time, or it might be straight to penalties. Right, we're not going to get off Rodrigo, because we will get off Rodrigo. Josh Taylor can come on for Hunter. No, I mean for Rodrigo, we'll just swap those 2 around. Moretti is going to stay on because the Sidri is not on the bench. He's actually injured. Sheehan is going to make way for Muller. And I think we'll just leave it at that for now. We've got half an hour left to play. We just need to get an equaliser. I couldn't care less what happens after that. Just get an equaliser, and whatever will be, will be. Might be going to Wembley. Gravenberch just got the ball. That's a great tackle. Pathetic. Dangerous. Still not over yet. I think it is according to Liverpool. It is. Rich Wirtz is going to whip in. Ironically, that's not ideal, but I was going to say Florian Wirtz. Ironically, yes, Liverpool spent well over 100 million on him in real life. On this game, signed him on a free transfer. Whoever thought it? If they could wait a couple of years till he's on a free transfer, that would be absolutely lovely, but they don't. 15 minutes left to play. Let's go attacking. Let's get off McNeil for Mollard. And I think let's get on Kabangu, and we're going to do something completely absurd, but we are chasing a victory, and I want to get as many goals as possible. So we're just gonna move him as a deep line playmaker in the central. So he's a one-man midfield, and we've got three up front. What could possibly go wrong? Let's drop some encouragement, just in the hope we can get at least one goal back. Then maybe, if we're lucky, we might switch to very attacking. Yeah, oh my god! That should have been a goal. That should have been the second goal for us, or the fifth goal over the cross of the two legs. Moretti has got the ball, plays the ball to Bishop. Now get the ball into the box. Bishop, come on, you absolute wallies. Absolute pair of wallies you are. Let's go for attacking now, because I think we have to. I don't think we're going to get 2 goals, but if there's a lot of added time, which is not 5 minutes of additional time, I was hoping for at least 10, but yeah, wasn't to be today. But we had a fair few injuries. If Max Morris was fit, I think we might have brought him on in that second half, because I reckon he would have been quite a handful like he was in that first leg. But it's unfortunate. We will get there one day. We will get to the Carabao Cup final eventually, but it's not really a trophy we were looking at winning. But the board did obviously this board now a bit more, what's the word, ambitious than Ryan Rob. Not calling them unambitious, but they were certainly didn't care about the Carabao Cup not as much as these owners. But we've reached the latter stages. We're going to reach the latter stages of the FA Cup. Just have to get past Hull City first, so hopefully that should be a win. That will be an off-camera win, because I suspect it's going to be at least a 4-5-0, considering they are in the Championship. But a win against Chelsea can potentially take us top of the league. We are safely through to the 5th round of the FA Cup after cruising past Hull City 3-1 in the end, with the goals coming from Rasmus Name, Gaishel Kabangu, and a third goal from Citre, which does set us up nicely with a 5th round tie against Newcastle United. I'm debating whether or not to show you that in the next episode. That will be confirmed after this game, after we beat Chelsea. But as you can see, Arsenal are top of the league, because we do have 2 games in hand to them, or I think one of the matches is today. So if we can get a win, we can definitely close the gap. If we don't, we might still be in a title fight. I don't really know. So the lineup will be Poches in goal, back for Mollard, Kuzhinov, Snape and Talby, Rodrigo and Taylor in the midfield. Then we've got Muller on the right, Citre on the left. Then we've got strike force of Bishop and Morris. I think I'm just going to swap those 2 around. Morris, by the way, I think he is a world-class striker. Yeah, world-class striker, which is absolutely amazing. I think Bishop is pretty much a world-class striker. Has the potential to be, but he isn't at the moment. But he will be in the near future. He is still technically on loan from Everton. I wouldn't mind trying to buy him, but we just don't have 84 million on the in the transfer budget. I'm trying to sell Kabangu because I just don't think he's going to get into the team. And realistically, I think we can survive with just 3 strikers, because obviously we've got 2 wingers who can play up front. So I think we'll try and sell Kabangu for as much money as we can. I have rejected an offer from Tottenham, which was around 21 million, which is not even close to my valuation of Kabangu. I'd accept 40 million, but nothing less. But let's see if Tottenham make a bid for 40 million after, obviously, transfer deadline date is in 2 days. So don't have a lot of time if we do want to sell some players. So I doubt we're going to sign any players, because I'm fairly happy with how this squad is and how we're performing. So I don't think we need any new players, because we've been absolutely brilliant this year. I mean, we've made minimal signings like we usually do in the summer. I mean, probably made more this year than we have done in previous years, but it's been fine. I think the little amount of signings, I think they're better, because the squad gels quicker. If you sign like at least 20 players, it's going to take ages for the squad to gel together, because it's pretty much a new squad. I've got 20 minutes left to play of the first half. Still goalless at the moment, but we do have a ball. That's a bad pass from Talby. I think he's definitely one of the players. I wouldn't probably sell him this transfer window, but maybe in the summer. Talby, maybe he stays because he has put us 1-0 up against Chelsea with just under 20 minutes left to play of the first half. We are 1-0 up at the Wrexham Stadium. Absolutely superb. That's what we really were looking for. A goal to put us in the lead. And as it stands, bearing in mind Man City haven't played their game yet. I presume they're playing, obviously at the moment, this is a 5:30 kickoff on Saturday. And what a goal from Mollard that is. Obviously, I think Man City do play their Premier League fixture, I presume, tomorrow. That's what I want to say. So, hopefully, if Man City, depending on who they're playing against, if they can lose, that would be absolutely great because that would put us really in the favourites to win the league, in my opinion. Rodrigo, oh my god, that could have been 3. Should have been 3-0, but with a couple minutes left to play, I'd take a 2-0 lead at half time. Really will do. Isidre at the back post, but it's Andrew Bishop who puts the ball into the back of the net for his 15th goal of the season. Why Everton loaned him out to us, I do not know. That must be one of the biggest mistakes ever because he is ripping up this thing. He's like probably close, but I'd say him and Morris, Bishop and Morris, I reckon they're the best 2 strikers in the Premier League at the moment. I mean, that's not me being biased. They are the 2 best Premier League strikers in the 2, maybe even the country, maybe even the world. The world might be pushing it because we're not in the Champions League yet, but we will be at the end of the season. Caicedo puts the ball into the back of the net to make it 3-1. They've got 1 goal back. What do they do? They still need to get 2 goals to get the game back on level terms, which I don't think Chelsea are good enough to score 2 more goals. If they score a goal here, might start worrying a little bit, but no, Kushnerov is there to sweep up the danger, but we didn't really do a good enough job of sweeping up the danger because it's an own goal from Rasmus Seb. I'm not sure how that's an own goal, but I think Kushnerov should have just whipped upfield because he just took too long. Okay, that's a clear-cut deflection. I can see why that was given as an own goal. Bishop whips in the corner. Come on, we need to get a 4th goal now, especially now we're just 1 goal ahead. I'm quite nervous about conceding an equaliser, which I know we're capable of doing. I just don't want it to happen. Muller is injured and very tired, so we'll get on Sheehan. I think we'll also get off Josh Taylor for Brandon Hunter, who is also he's a great player. He just can't get into the team because of how good Rodrigo and Taylor are. So we're getting him on as soon as we can, as much as we can, but he just can't break into that first team. I think we'll just leave those substitutions as it is for now. I don't want to do too many changes at once, just in case it goes horribly wrong. Andreas, well done. Rasmus Save does clear it. We do clear it properly this time. As Citry's got the ball now to Talby. Perfect crossing position that is. Citry, Rodrigo, Citry at the strike. I can see what he tried to do. He tried to lay it through to Max Morris, but they weren't properly on the same wavelength as each other. But it was a good try, but poorly executed. Ramos, you've got to be joking. It's now 3-0. We were 3-0 up against Chelsea, and now with 15 minutes left to play, Chelsea have levelled the game. This might be the biggest bottle drops ever. I just don't know what's going on here. We should be winning fairly comfortably, but no. We're fighting for a point now. Hopefully we can get a 4th goal, which should hopefully wrap up the game. I thought a 3rd goal would have wrapped up the game, but it didn't. Bishop. Yes, well done, Andrew Bishop. That's his 16th goal of the season. Fingers crossed. We might be about to beat Chelsea, which I'm hopeful of doing, unless they unless we concede another equaliser, Rasmus Sabe, just get the ball upfield. Come on. Get the ball upfield. Rodrigo. It's Sidre. Come on. This is looking very promising. Bishop. Sheehan has got the ball. Yes, no, yes. Oh, Max Morris, you absolute wally. Right, I think we'll get this corner done out of the way. I think we'll make our final couple of changes because I think we need to. We've got a lot of tired players. Bishop is going to whip it in. Can he get it on someone's head? Kushinov is there at the back post and he does put the ball into the back of the net to make it 5-3, and that is the victory all wrapped up. Right, we're going to make our final couple of changes in the final minute of the game. And I think Snape comes off for Kamahara. Have you met Kamahara? I don't think you have. I might have introduced him. I presume I have. If I haven't, how silly of me. But you've met him now, Kamahara, a centre-back from Japan, just purely as a backup. Has the potential to be great, but I don't think he will do. Max Morris is going to make way for Vatang Salia. Yeah, see what I'm talking about? Salia can't even get into the squad now because it was the starting 11 because he's only a 2.5-star striker. Both strikers up front are at least a 4.5-star, which is absolutely ridiculous. To have two of them up front, it is scary, very scary, especially for the teams who are coming up against. And what I like, this league table, it's absolutely ridiculous because I never thought this season we'd be in a title fight. And I'm saying that with 14 games left to go, we're in a title fight. And now I've said it, it's going to go horribly wrong. Hopefully not, but yes, I know, I want a permanent deal as well, but I mean, I guess if Cabangu goes, we probably just spend the rest of it on it and probably put the rest in installments. I presume they can accept that because it technically would be meeting his release clause, albeit not all of it up front, but very, very good win. Very good. Disappointed about the 3 goals we conceded, but at least we got the 3 points. I don't think... Actually, what? I will show you the FA Cup 5th round. Our tie against Newcastle United. That will be coming up in the next episode, along with our Premier League match against Aston Villa. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more Daily Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.